All right. Welcome everyone to Scareticulus. This is the Scareticulus show. So we are going to be talking about some movies and stuff tonight. I'm going to be reviewing some movie trailers, going to be talking about some upcoming movies, going to be talking about movie news. So if you're into that stuff, please share the stream out. My channel does have kind of a niche towards horror, but that's not all that I talk about. It's just the way that YouTube works is they only really push your stuff when you're in a certain algorithm, you know? So it's a little difficult to be a YouTuber unless you just want to start separate channels for different niches, and that can be difficult to keep up with. So anyway, let me say hi to everyone in the chat and then we'll get started. After Dark, welcome to the stream. Brutally Honest, welcome. Honey Bunch, my love, welcome to the stream. Top romance movies we should discuss. Yeah. It's not going to happen. You're going to scare away my horror audience, babe. Jenny, welcome. She's just trolling me. Y'all, my girl's trolling me. Hey, Democrat Resistance. You're going to love my channel. Hello, Clarice. Patty, welcome to the stream. Let me give you a wrench there, Patty, because you don't have one on this channel. Let me pin Nightbot's message there. Cool. Stephanie Chen, welcome to the stream. Rockets Kitty, welcome. Morky Mom, welcome to the stream. Let's see who else we got. Who else we got here that's new? Gloria, welcome to the stream. Good to see you. So yeah, we have a demon in the chat, y'all. Who? I don't think their name is Demon. I think their name is Democrat. Democrat Resistance is their name. Hello, Nam Cap. Pac-Man backwards. I don't know why your name is Pac-Man backwards. Anyway, Jody, welcome to the stream. Let me give you a wrench. So we have some stuff to talk about. But first, I am going to be giving some memberships away because YouTube gives them to me for free. So lucky you guys, you get some free memberships because that is what YouTube thinks is a good idea. So you get 5 memberships to completely random people, even people that I would probably not want to have one, but I don't really care. I don't really make any members only content. I mean, I don't have much of a following yet on this channel. I got up to 3,000 subs, which is cool. So thanks everyone for subbing to the channel. But you know, I don't really have that much members only content yet. I'm thinking like once I get up to like maybe 10,000 subs, I'll start to do more members only content. I feel like at this point it's kind of pointless. I mean, I don't know. What do you guys think? Would you guys, what kind of members only content would you guys like to see? Because usually when I think of a video to put out on this channel, I just kind of make it and I put it out. So I'm not really sure what kind of members only content you guys would like. So yeah, well, congratulations, Democrat Resistance, for the membership. Shelby, welcome to the Scareticulus crew. Sherry GB, welcome. Delaney, who doesn't even go to my channel, but you know, great to have you at the Scareticulus crew. Hey, Mike the Psych, welcome to the stream. Let me put the chat on the thing. I don't have that showing. There, now you guys can be immortalized on my screen. You could be like, ooh, I'm on the guy's stream. Look at my comments. You guys like that, right? That's a cool thing you guys like. Hey, Bolts All Day, thank you for the $2. Just wanted to join the stream and say what up, my guy. Well, what up, bro? Good to have you. Thanks so much for the donation. I'm gonna add that to my donos fund at the bottom there. Oh God, do you have like a non-drama name that you can come in under? Person at the bottom, like something that has nothing to do with other people. I don't know. I just you know, because I don't run a drama channel. I don't like when I have those kinds of accounts in my chat. My favorite hate term to be called is Demoncrat. I feel like that's such an old name, though. Like, isn't that an old kind of name for Democrats? You know, like I feel like that was like that's for like boomers. Boomers call Democrats like you're a Demoncrat. You know, I don't know. No, it's okay. Your name is fine. I just do not type well. Can you shorten your name or a nickname? Yeah, shorten your name for us. We demand it. You will shorten your fucking name right now. Go into your Google settings, go to your YouTube handle, and you change your fucking name for us. Do it now. I'll change my name. Are you really gonna do that? You don't have to. You don't have to change your name. That would be funny though if you did that. Your name is Sophie Chen. Well, why is your name Stephanie Chen then in your handle? You're confusing everyone. Now we don't know who the hell you are. We don't know if you're Sophie or Stephanie. Make up your mind. You need to be honest and upfront about who you are. We need to know your full name. I'm kidding, obviously. Hey, Holly, welcome to the stream. Triple H. I don't know. I've been hearing it a lot lately and it makes me smile. Really? Okay, cool. I think right wingers were called chuds, if I'm not mistaken. That's like kind of or they're called magats now. Magats and chuds, I think, is the name that is kind of ascribed to, as a derogatory term for Trump supporters. There's not like, what's funny is Trump kind of, engulfed a lot of the right wing movement, right? Or the political party, I guess you could say. And so now, if you're a Republican, you're basically a default Trump supporter, right? Which I'm sure for some people is not a good thing. They've wanted to distance themselves away from Trump, and some people, they like it, it is what it is. Is Scream 7 any good? Well, how would I know? It hasn't come out yet, Mike the Psych. What are you trying to get me in trouble here? You trying to fuck with my shit? You trying to fuck with me, dude? What the fuck are you trying to do? I'm just kidding. Hey, Zero Infinity, welcome. Yeah, Jamie, how dare you get her name clearly wrong? Are you going to see Scream 7? Yes, I already have my ticket. I already have my ticket bought for the 27th, I believe. I tried to get it for like as early as I could. So I'm getting it basically opening day. That's the best I can do. And then I'm going to get flooded with a bunch of, I'm going to do my own review, which I'm going to be very honest about my feelings about the movie. I'm probably not going to approach it from like a Scream fan kind of point of view, because while I like the Scream series, I'm not like a Scream fan person. Does that make sense? Like, I'm not like super ultra like into the franchise, but I do realize that it's a very popular franchise, and I realize that it's also a good franchise, but it's not like my favorite franchise. So I'm going to rate it just as a movie. I'm going to rate it as a horror. I'm going to rate it as the 7th entry in a series that's gone on for 30 years. And I'm just going to give it my honest thoughts when it comes out in less than a week. Or actually, it's a little more than a week. My bad. Oh, wait. Am I seeing it on Thursday or the 27th? I can't. What did I do here? Because I know I bought this shit. Let's see. When is this date for? Oh, I did get it for the 26th. Okay, yeah. So I did. I got it for the 26th at 7 p.m. And yeah, so I'll probably have my review by like the next day on that Friday, if I had to assume. So yeah, that'll be fun. And then I'll add to the flood of other Scream 7 reviews that are going to come out and drive my video down into the ground, algorithmically, because they're just going to drown out, that's what happens, right? With all these fucking reviews, these movies that come out, reviews always get, plunged to the bottom because there's other bigger channels out there that put out their reviews and they force your shit down. It is what it is. Honey Bunch, my love, thank you for the $10. Get to your goal. I have a goal, y'all, by the way. If you'd like to help me get to my goal, you may do that. It's in the chat. If I get 5 teal super chats, I'll stay live another 30 minutes. So, let me see here. Brutally Honest Bill, thank you for the $5. Thank you so much. Let's see here. You're right. I'm just kidding with you, bro. Game Time KD, welcome to the stream. Thank you, Rockets Kitty, for the $3. So I'm going to add $8 to this. So what is that? 37? Yeah, 137. Cool. Okay. Hey, Slow JP. I understand it's unhealthy on your vocal cords. I'm not a fan of that either. I must have missed something. I missed something, clearly. Reptilipublican. I'm a registered independent. What's our derogatory name? I think fence rider is the term for you guys. you're a fence rider is what they call you. Not that, derogatory, but still, I think that's what it is. Do you only see scary movies? Of course not, Patty. I see tons of other movies, but I do have a fondness for scary movies and thrillers and movies of that kind, of that nature. I like a lot of different subgenres of horror. Like I was talking to Honey Bunch about this the other day. One of my favorite subgenres of horror, if you could call it that, is like the spooky house horror movie, where basically someone is trapped in a spooky house and they have to like get out of the house. Like they're trapped there and they have to like find a way out. Like I really love that. I don't know why. Like it reminds me of like being in like a haunted house where there's like a bunch of, it's like a house of horrors where like every room has something scary in it, that's going on. That's, it's just one hellish nightmare, to the next. And I think it's really fun. Scream is a good franchise, and I love all the theories and discussions. Yeah, it's fun. It's fun to get into. Some people can be really passionate about like, the whole Stu Macher thing and if he's alive or dead, and if he's AI, then a lot of fans don't like that. They're not going to like if Stu Macher is AI in Scream 7, and you have a lot of deniers about it that he's not going to be AI. This is Kevin Williamson is just faking everyone out. It's a trick. He's trying to fool people to think he's AI, but he's actually real. He's going to come out at the end. It's going to be Stu under the mask. And all I'm going to say is I hope you guys don't get a massive disappointment when you see this movie opening night. I hope you guys don't get this disappointed because for me, I wouldn't be disappointed. I'd be like, okay, I'd be happy either way. Like, I really wouldn't care if Stu is under the mask or if he just turns out to be AI and it's someone, as long as it's executed well. Like whoever it is under the mask, if they have a good motive, if it makes sense, if it's well acted, if there's good, action in it, and there's good tension, good cinematic tension, I will like it. But again, it's all down to the execution. So your videos are always well versed and straight to the point. I like them. Well, thank you, Demon Crat. I'm going to call you Demon Crat from now on. I'm now a proud independent. Well, good for you, Bill. Glad you make that decision for yourself. Summer, welcome to the stream. Jody, thank you so much for the $20. If I have nightmares, it's all your fault. Okay. Yeah, you're definitely going to have some nightmares after I show off some of these trailers because I'm going to be talking about some new stuff. Yes, blame it all on me. Scream franchise, 30 years. I feel old now. So, do we have any? Hey, Baxter's Batch, Sabrina, welcome to the stream. Do we have any Scream fans here right now? Like, put a 1 in the chat if you're here because of Scream. Because I know that I got a lot of followers, recently in the last few months or so because of my videos on Scream. I'm not so stupid. I'm not so stupid. Okay, I realize that. Oh, okay, you're into Scream as well. I didn't know that. I know a lot of people also follow me for my other channels. That's more drama related. Okay. My nephew loves Scream. it's a fun series. Is it and it's one of those series that's never been bad. Like there's never been a bad Scream movie. That's like the best thing I can say about the franchise is that it's never put out a bad movie. People have had like their opinions and their gripes with the series or like, oh, this motive was bad and this we didn't like this actress or we want to return to this actor, we want this person to come back, you know what I mean? They've had their gripes with it, but overall the series has never put out a bad movie, and everyone has like their own preferences, everyone's got kind of their own take on it, which is great. It's a great supportive community. Drew Barrymore part was pretty good. Yeah, no, she was good for all of 5 minutes, and then she disappeared. Dog, I'm a registered independent because both parties got corrupt politicians. I ain't writing for either party. Screw that. Guess I'm a proud fence sitter. Yes, you are. I agree with you. I don't even disagree, to be honest. I probably should have just. I probably would if I was. I think I've always been an independent, to be honest. Like I've always been. I've agreed with like more the right leaning side for a while. Um, for I guess the better part of like 15 years or so. But I mean, I've been on the left side of things as well. I can see it from a lot of different angles. I have, different opinions about various things, but this is not a political channel. But anyway, having Sydney in all seven bores me. It's not his, she doesn't appear in six actually. And she's barely in the fifth movie. And in the fourth one, she has more of like a supporting role. She's more of a main character in the first three movies. Yes. The like button does the scream face. Yeah, because the YouTube knows that I'm putting out this is a horror stream, right? Okay. So let's first get started with a bit of news, okay? We're going to do this super duper organized tonight, okay? I'm just going to give my takes on some things and then we're going to move on. All right? So you guys may have heard, this is tangentially related to kind of horror stuff, Scream stuff, but you guys may have heard that McKenna Grace has been cast as Daphne in the live action Scooby-Doo series that's coming soon to Netflix. She has apparently voiced Daphne before in Scoob, which is, the 3D animated Scooby-Doo that came out some years back. And, she's also in Scream 7. She was in Five Nights at Freddy's 2 recently. And she's just in a lot of different. She's even going to be in this movie for a trailer I'm going to be reviewing, in this stream. She's in a lot of stuff recently. She's just everywhere now. McKenna Grace is everywhere. This is like her year, right? Her McKenna Grace 2026 is the year of McKenna Grace. Hopefully she doesn't burn out and disappear. I think she's a decent actress. I think she has potential in this industry. It seems like she's chosen her niche. That's kind of in the horror kind of space, which is a great space to be. A lot of supportive people in that space. And Scooby-Doo is obviously more of a children's affair, right? It's a kid's show. Here's my real opinions about this whole Scooby-Doo thing. I feel like Scooby-Doo is such a bizarre thing to still be around in 2026 and to like still get remade like every 5 years or so. Like it's almost like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles at this point. Because TMNT gets remade like every 5 years with like a different crew of creatives. Sometimes they put out cartoons on like Nickelodeon. Sometimes they put a movie out in the theater. Sometimes they're helmed by Michael Bay. I mean, there's so many different iterations of these things, and of Scooby-Doo in particular. Like this, it's not like you can't have a crew of like ghost hunting teenagers. You can totally have that, right? But I don't feel like it's really been truly updated to like the current times. and maybe like I haven't seen all the Scooby Doo things in the last 10 or 15 years or whatever, but just from what I've seen, like, trailers and like things like that, they always try to like update the old show to like kind of like the modern times, but they still keep the similar designs. And I'm like, you realize Shaggy was like a pothead, right? Like clearly he was a pothead in that first cartoon, and that was like the joke. And it was not just for kids, it was like for adults to enjoy. And it was like, haha, look at that guy, who's clearly smokes pot. And then look at him talking to his dog. He probably talks to his dog because he smokes pot, right? Like there's all these little, things with that original show that I don't feel like is entirely relevant now. And it's strange. Like because you always have to make this show or make a Scooby Doo thing where the dog talks, right? So you're gonna have like 1 foot out of reality every single time. It's basically a live action cartoon at that point because you're always gonna have Scooby Doo talking. I don't know if anyone else agrees with me about this stuff, but I have felt this for a while now. Let me consult the comments. Daphne's a babe. Yeah, Daphne's a babe. That's true. And so is, Velma. I've seen, and the cast for this I've seen so far looks decent. They haven't said all the cast yet. I know they announced one other woman who was supposed to be Velma, and she looks okay. Or girl, woman, young lady, whatever you want to call her. Shaggy's a coward. Yeah, Shaggy's a coward, and him and Scooby, they're both cowards. They're kind of like almost like brothers, I love no, listen, the Scooby Doo theme is great. And I used to watch a pup named Scooby Doo all the time when I was a kid. And in the 90s, that show kind of made sense as like a silly little cartoon. But if you're going to make a live action show, it's like, it's so bizarre to me. And like the roots of this show, it's like, how do you adapt that to a modern sensibility? You know what I mean? Does anyone get what I'm saying? It would be more fun to see Jason destroy the Scooby Doo characters with a rusted pipe. Wow, violent. Why don't they are making a Jetsons movie? Morky Mama actually reported on that last year. Don't you pay attention to my videos? Don't hate on Scooby. How dare you? Listen, I like the older cartoons, like the old ones, from like the 70s, 80s, and 90s. Those are good. They're appropriately cheesy, and they're not too far removed from the source material. But nowadays, it's like it's so weird to see Scooby-Doo still be a thing when like it's so far from the source material. It's like you're gonna have to keep updating it for modern times, and it's like you're gonna lose something along the way. I mean, does anyone agree? Pot in a children cartoon. Right, exactly. I mean, he wasn't smoking the pot, but he was clearly a pothead. Buffy already did this. Buffy already did. Oh, you mean you're talking about Sarah Michelle Gellar? Yes. Yeah. Well, here's what's also funny. Just a little funny trivia. Sarah Michelle Gellar was Daphne in the Scooby Doo movie from that she was in with Matthew Lillard, who was Shaggy in that movie, like 25 years ago or so. And Sarah Michelle Gellar was also in Scream 2 as, well, her name was Cece, right? And now you have McKenna Grace, who's in Scream 7, and then she's also playing Daphne in a new Scooby Doo. So it's just interesting bit of like similar kind of trivia. It's almost like McKenna Grace is like tracing over Sarah Michelle Gellar's career a little bit. Hello, Jordan Belize. Hi, are you excited about The Mummy 4 coming out and Maxie Jones return to General? Why do you keep talking about General Hospital? I don't watch soap operas, lady. Why do you keep coming here with that shit? Are you excited about that too? No, because I don't watch soap operas. You want me to put you in contact with my mom? She loves soap operas. Jesus Christ, The Mummy 4. Yeah, that's going to come out with Brendan Fraser probably in about like 2 years. So I'll wait for a trailer. But yeah, sounds cool. Glad he's returning to action, sci-fi movies, whatever. It's cool. Yeah, talk about General Hospital. Anyone else like General Hospital? You can talk about with this Jordan person. South Park is an adult's cartoon. That is true. That is true. And South Park is formatted in such a way that it can remain current forever, basically. Right? It doesn't it can all it's like The Simpsons. It's a sitcom. It can always be, stay in the present moment. Whereas Scooby Doo, I feel like you have to do something to update that concept to the modern times every so often, because now they have smartphones and they have AI. It's like, oh, is that a ghost or is it AI? You know what I mean? Like they can clearly there's different things to take into account with it with when you update this, this show. Anyway, Gloria, thank you for the $5. All there. Thank you. Here I'm just ranting about fucking Scooby Doo. This person's talking about General Hospital. I love Scooby Doo and the Ghoul School. Cool. We're all excited about General Hospital. No cap and stuff. Yeah, no cap. Okay, let's move on to the next headline here, I guess we'll call it. And I already made a video about this, but I might as well talk about it again. Okay. So Jennifer Tilly recently commented, like, I guess in an interview or something, and she said that, they basically asked, like, are we going to see any more Chucky movies or whatever? And then she's like, well, I definitely know that there's more Chucky and Tiffany in the works, right? She said something like that. And I didn't make a video about that specific thing, but basically that, there were rumors that there was a Chucky movie in development. People were talking about it before that quote was getting out. And I'm just going to say, if Don Mancini is still leading the charge with a new Chucky movie, and if Tiffany is coming back to this, it's going to be bad. It's going to be bad because I feel like the Chucky TV series, it was basically destroyed because of Don Mancini just being too silly with the plot and just letting it go off the rails completely. In completely just bizarre territory. Like Chucky's in the White House now, like Chucky's getting old now, and he's going to like a voodoo doctor who's like, oh, you're cheating on Damballa with Christianity. Now you're getting old because he's rebuked you. It's like, what is happening? What am I watching? Right. And it's not like there aren't like some interesting concepts there. Like there were some cool stuff, like the different versions of Chucky that were in like that dream world that Jake was communicating with. But it's like in Don Mancini's hand, it's just completely bungled. Like he doesn't know how to make a horror movie. He doesn't do that. Okay. His best effort was Cult of Chucky. And even that had big glaring issues. It was passable. It was fine, I guess. But everything else that he's made since then has not been great. It's been very subpar. And I feel like we just need someone to fresh eyes to come in and handle Chucky from now on. Someone else needs to take the reins. We can keep, whoever is still doing the puppetry and all that stuff. Like that stuff's fine. I feel like it can be tweaked. It's not great either, but I feel like they're making Chucky too much of like a person in this recent, the Chucky TV series. He's just sitting there talking to people, and it's like, what this is not the Chucky I know. Okay. Chucky wouldn't be sitting there having a chit chat with people, talking about like his trans kid. Okay. That's Seed of Chucky shit. In the old days, the only reason Chucky talked was to threaten people or get them to do something. Right. Or like he was being a sick fuck trying to get what he wanted. That was the only time Chucky was speaking. And like the pace was very, it was very quick. It moved along at a quick pace. And that is there's a very simple formula to how to make a good Chucky movie. And Don Mancini just doesn't have what it takes to make one. Simple as that. So whatever turns up about this new Chucky movie, it's not going to be good. Whatever it turns out to be. I know everyone's talking about it and their fucking mothers and sisters and brothers, but I'm just not. And there's no use for Tiffany anymore in this series. Jennifer Tilly is hilarious in interviews. I'm sure she's funny. She's a funny lady, but there's no need for her in the story. She doesn't have anything to do in the story anymore. She's cooked. She's done. There's no dynamic anymore between her and Chucky. They just keep repeating the same beats from Bride of Chucky over and over. It's like this toxic couple that just can't leave each other, and they keep killing each other and stuff like that. And one minute they're supporting each other, next minute they're killing each other. It's like, can we get off this broken record already? Can we have some finality to their relationship and just end it? Like, just kill them. Like, in the context of the movie. Okay, AI reviewing this right now, I'm talking about killing a character off in a movie. I'm not talking about an actual person. It is going to be great. I can't wait to see it. Silence you. Shush. What a wholesome doll. Anyway, so that was I guess the headlines of that stuff going on. Now, I want to show you guys the new Mummy trailer that just came out today. Yes, I'm doing a reaction to the Mummy. Lee Cronin's The Mummy. There's now a full trailer out for this movie, and it's already getting a lot of criticism. So we're gonna watch it. We're gonna get into it, and we're just gonna see what we think. All right. So here we go.
Can I get 2 slices of pizza?
No.
Of course, honey.
No, you never ever finish 2.
Hello?
Mr. and Mrs. Cannon, I'm Deputy Chief at the U.S. Embassy. Your daughter Katie has been found. She's alive.
Wow.
It's very important you fully prepare yourselves for what you're about to see. No sudden moves.
They keep using weapons to promote things.
No loud noises.
Hey, Butterfly. It's Mom and Dad.
Yeah, we are here. We're here.
She's been missing for 8 years. What was our daughter doing in a 3,000-year-old sarcophagus?
She just needs
That's a
some
little
care
weird.
and lots of love.
How many others were found?
57.
How many of them were still alive?
What happened to Katie? What really happened to her? Nuestro Señor de los Milagros.
Say something.
Nuestro Señor de los Milagros.
Say something.
Esta es una imposible.
Say something.
Amén.
Say something.
Don't worry, Grandma. It's fun to be dead.
I just want my daughter back.
Okay. Well, the trailer's not very convincing. I deny my child is going to be great. Let's see, who is the girl making the face? Looks like Lilo. Are you afraid the dark is way better than this shit? This must be different than the Brendan Fraser. Yes, this is definitely different than the Brendan Fraser one. This is a brand new take on the classic mummy horror kind of mythology, I suppose. James Wan he's slightly producing it. I heard rumors that he walked out on viewing this, like he thought it was trash. I'm not sure why. People are saying that this is kind of a possessing kind of movie where like the mummy possesses people, which I guess in this it possesses the little girl, right? And that's how the mummy comes back to life. It rings more like a kind of a ghost kind of thing where like a ghost possesses a person. and then they just start haunting the place and doing creepy things like that. I mean, when you think about it, there's not much that separates like a modern ghost, possession movie to this, right? I mean, it's similar. It's similar to like how a demon possesses someone and then they need like an exorcist or whatever. But I mean, the movie looks creepy. It looks like it could be gross. Like it looks like it's going to have a lot of body horror kind of stuff to it, where you're going to have like peeling skin and like gross, shit like bugs and creepy things like that happening. It's kind of a weird concept. Like, why was my daughter in a 3,000-year-old sarcophagus? Yes, why indeed was that? Did that happen? Seems kind of far fetched. I mean, I know horror itself can be a little far fetched, but this is a little like out there. Like, what? I just feel like doing a mummy movie in the modern times is really difficult because you have to kind of almost pigeonhole the concept into a lot of different, you have to pick a genre basically. Like, well, if it's gonna be a horror movie, how are we gonna make it scary? Is it just gonna be a mummy walking around? Because that's not really scary, right? You have to make the mummy scary. Well, how do we make it scary? Well, we'll have it, possess a kid's body and make it all creepy and do creepy ghost like shit. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I'll keep an open mind. I'll go watch it and see what I think. But I don't know. I'm kind of on the fence right now about it. I'll say something. Run. James Wan made Dragon Ball Evolution. What? No, he didn't. Stop it. Who is this person? This person's a troll. Not for me. Yeah. I'd rent it, not really buy it. Yeah. I mean, I might go see it in the theater just because I have like a year-round ticket to the theater. But I probably would skip it. Like I probably wouldn't buy a ticket individually to see it. Drop that kid off at a Catholic church and ask for an exorcism. I think there's a little bit more to that process. But anyway, if someone said that was my kid, you couldn't pay me to take them home. Damn. I thought you were a good mom, honey bunch. Okay. So now we're going to watch this next trailer. And this trailer, I guess you could call this a black comedy. And I don't mean a comedy with African-American folks in it. I mean a comedy that is kind of dark. It's, a lot of jokes about like death and stuff like that. Black comedy. People get confused sometimes when I say that term. And they're like, what? You mean there's black people in it? No, I mean like a dark comedy. But they also call it a black comedy. Anyway, so this was actually, it's called Over Your Dead Body. And it actually is an American adaptation of a Norwegian film called The Trip. You guys may have heard of it. It's on Netflix. And I actually watched it with Honey Bunch. We watched it one day. It actually was pretty good. Might have been a little long, but overall I enjoyed it. And there's some parts that it is kind of horror centric, like kind of horror-ish, horror vibes to it. But I would say it's mostly like a black comedy. And I think they're really pushing it with this trailer. I watched it earlier and I enjoyed it. So let's watch.
Hey, how was it?
It's fine.
I just wanted to cook you your favorite food.
Steak's not my favorite food.
Okay. And what is your favorite food?
Ceviche.
Ceviche? You know what? I'm trying to make it nice for you.
Reasons! Just pretend!
Don't do this. Please don't do this.
Wakey, wakey.
What's going on?
Not much. Having a cup of tea and curious about these. I think you were gonna knock me unconscious, tie me to the bag of rocks you hid the boat, sink me to the bottom of the lake. I think you just tried to kill me.
Because all you do is criticize me in your stupid accent. It's like British crossed with the devil.
Your plan sucks.
Your plan is to just shoot me. I was being nice about it. You would have been unconscious.
Okay.
Because I am considerate. Lisa, stop it!
In a relationship, the key is finding ways to keep things fresh.
Cops are never going to buy your bullshit. They're going to see somebody just pretending to care.
Like you can do any better.
She should have been back by now. Can you please do something? Can you please help? She's not just gone.
Oh my god, there's so much blood.
Heaven has another angel.
Don't walk into the light.
Come down from heaven and save her.
Heaven isn't ready for you.
Oh God, she was so beautiful in life.
That part right there got me. Like that made me like go like, okay, you sold me on this remake. I will see this and I will probably enjoy it. It looks fun. It looks dark, funny, and judging by all the scenes in here, I mean, you have Jason Segel, he's hilarious. You have Samara Weaving, she's great. She's an upcoming actress right now. You have Juliette Lewis. I can't believe they landed her. Timothy Olyphant in this. Wow, crazy casting. I'm impressed by who they managed to get for this remake, and I hope it's good. I really do hope it's good. It seems like it's pretty faithful. I can see a lot of the scenes that were in the Norwegian one seem to be still here and intact, which is great because it was full of like fun, brutal kind of violence, stuff like that. And it doesn't really give anything away, which is great. This is a perfect trailer to sell a movie because you kind of have the concept. You got like, one or two funny scenes that they kind of get you to be interested, and then they show like a handful of like disconnected action. You're like, oh, this looks fun, right? It's like a fun movie. So yeah, I'm looking forward to this. Over Your Dead Body, definitely an American. I mean, they could have just called it The Trip, but that's a good title too. Very, very edgy. Kind of goes against the grain of what you'd normally expect from a title. So I'm looking forward to it. MCs. Hello. Let's see here. But those are the worst people. They show the evil in people. True crime. Yes. Jody said she likes documentaries. I agree. True crime can be awful. There's a new documentary about these kids that murdered a classmate, but basically, yes, the new documentary about the kids that basically emulated Scream. That's crazy because that's basically the plot of Scream. The first movie, they emulated horror movies to kind of take out their murders. So it's weird that there's people being inspired by that in real life. Kind of crazy. But yes, that really happened. So yeah, I'm interested in this movie. Well, I don't know what y'all think, but I'm gonna go see that. Now, here's this next trailer, and this is another McKenna Grace movie. As I said earlier, this is the year of McKenna Grace, and this movie is called Slanted. I heard about this movie a few days ago, where it's kind of a weird concept of an Asian girl who's in high school, and she basically tries to, she gets like this operation or whatever that switches her race to like be a white girl, basically, so she can be popular in school. So kind of an odd concept, kind of out there. But it's very going along the recent trend of like the substance. The substance really kicked off like a bunch of like satirical takes on like the beauty industry, how like people will, mutilate themselves and kill themselves just to look pretty and all that. It's kicked off a bunch of like emulators. So let's watch this trailer.
Have you ever suffered the injustice of being a person of color in this world? Have you ever had someone tell you how impressed they are, how well you speak English without an accent?
你为什么老是化这么浓的妆啊？
Speak English, Mom?
Or are you just tired of the way white folks look at you? If you can't beat them, be them.
Hi, my loves. I have some sad news. I'm not going to run for prom queen.
Ugh, gag.
You think Olivia's racist and stupid, so help me beat her for prom queen. I have a whole plan. Vote for me. Vote for me.
你的头发怎么啦？本来这黑头发不是很好看吗？
I've decided I'm going to endorse one girl for prom queen. Someone we all want to be, irregardless of prejudice. I can see your black roots. Ew. Hello?
Don't be shy.
What is this place?
We help you reach your true potential.
Welcome to ethnic modification. 3, 2, 1. This is my favorite part. How are you feeling?
It's good to be white.
Hey, new girl.
Hey, come sit.
你为什么要这么做？
I just gave myself an upgrade. Finally be treated the same as everybody else.
Look at what you've done to yourself. What happened?
Hey, I'm busy.
For a new plant to grow, the seed has to die.
This is a common side effect. This is a common side effect. This is a common side effect.
Joe, how wonderful is it to be white?
Do yourself a favor. Get tickets to a Michael Bublé concert. That experience as a white person will change your life.
Because all white people love Michael Bublé. All right. I'm gonna be candid about this trailer. I feel like this trailer is if this movie came out like 20 years ago, it would have been really cutting edge. People would have been like, whoa, that's crazy. Oh, that's very relevant racial kind of commentary there, right? Right up there with White Chicks. Except in what's funny about that is in White Chicks, they made fun of the white people. They're treating it as if white people are like the ultimate race to be. And like, everyone wants to be white and they're upgrading if they turn white. And like somehow we look down upon other races to this degree where they feel like they have to get surgery. Like I didn't know Asian people felt so oppressed in this country. They felt like they needed to get some kind of white surgery to blend in. I'm pretty sure Americans think that Asian people are beautiful. So it's weird that they're trying to assert like that, an Asian girl, she feels so ugly being Asian, so she wants to get an operation to look like every other white girl because that's the only race that people like. Like this movie doesn't feel like up to the current times is what I'm saying. It feels kind of tone deaf. I feel like, especially when white people are criticized left and fucking right nowadays, like it's such a thing where like we have to shit on white people, that for there to be a movie like, oh, it's so great to be white and everyone wants to, people should want to switch. And, I don't know. It's just strange. It's just a strange movie. It might be funny. I don't know. It might be good. Otherwise, maybe they're going to say something kind of surprising with the messaging. It seems like it's probably going to play out like The Substance. It's kind of predictable, right? Or like that movie, The Ugly Stepsister, which is also like The Substance, where, basically this woman, she wants to become pretty and beautiful. And so she does all these modifications to herself to become beautiful and ends up basically killing herself. Right? That seems to be the end result. It's like a Twilight Zone episode. You know, like it's basically an elongated Twilight Zone episode where the girl is like, I want to be pretty and beautiful. She gets an operation. Like, wait a minute, the operation turned me ugly. Now I'm gonna die. Like, I think we all kind of see it coming, right? We all kind of see it coming. So I don't know what y'all think. That's just my opinion. I'll give it a chance, I guess. Yeah, not even Black Mirror is above this. If you want Black Mirror, go watch the recent that recent movie, Good Luck, Have Fun, Don't Die, which I did a review of that recently that nobody watched because it's not in my niche. But that's basically a bunch of like disconnected Black Mirror shorts smashed together into one single narrative. Asian people are beautiful. Yeah, I don't know why there's this idea like, oh, they want to appear beautiful, so they're going to switch their race. Are Asian people especially subjugated in the United States? Are they looked down upon for being Asian? I don't know. But yeah, McKenna Grace is in this. She plays basically the white version of our Asian protagonist. So I don't know. That's that. So there's this other trailer that came out that actually kind of surprised me. And it's the last movie that James Van Der Beek made. He was actually in a movie sometime in the last, I don't know, a few years or so. I guess he acted. And I don't know what happened with this movie, but they just released the trailer like right after he dies. Kind of strange. They just kind of had it ready to go. It's called The Gates. And this also has kind of a racial kind of tint to the premise. You'll see what I mean when I play the trailer. Hey, King Matthew.
You must be the guys I've been hearing about. Tell me exactly what happened.
We just wanted to have a great night.
I had to keep my feet up.
We're about to roll out.
No one can walk on my sneakers.
There was a backup on the highway.
It can't be slower than this. Swerve! Oh, let's go, G!
Oh, hell no.
Hold on.
I'm gonna go in there.
Yeah.
We were just trying to pass through.
It ain't opening, so now what?
Just ask someone for help. And we saw something.
Go!
And now the psycho is after us.
That is Jacob, my pastor.
Oh, what the hell?
Tell the truth.
I swear to God. I think we're locked in here.
I have been called upon to lead this community. And those boys seek to destroy us.
We have to get to the police before that guy does.
They're not gonna believe us in a place like this.
Find them. And let God's will be done.
Kid, I just need your help. Hey! I'm telling you the truth! He is the threat! No!
You understand now? Inside these gates, I'm a god. I saw you. No, you've seen what happens when people get in my way.
Yeah, the quality of this movie seems like it would be like just dropped on Netflix, which is probably gonna be. It's probably gonna be dropped on Netflix. It's got a weird plot. I don't even understand exactly what is going on by the trailer. Like, okay, so this guy in the beginning, this who has the most southern voice I've ever heard, yet lives in a fucking mansion, sends these three guys who coincidentally are all black to this rich guy's house who coincidentally is white, James Vanderbeek, and he's apparently a dangerous guy. I don't know why they're there. He's caught abusing and killing some woman. And then the guys are like, what do we do? And I guess he's chasing them around, and you got your deputy sheriff with the cowboy hat coming out. Like, what you boys doing? Like typical, you could tell there's like a racial kind of story going on here, right? Like I can smell it. They're not saying it out loud, right? They're not saying the silent part out loud, but I can see it, right? And even there's only one part where the guys are like, they're not going to believe us in a place like this, right? That he's the bad guy. Why wouldn't they believe him? Because James Vanderbeek's white and they're black. Then they point to the white fucking Karen in the neighborhood walking her dog. Right? Like, what are they doing here? What are you guys doing? Right? It just seems like one of those movies, and I don't understand what they even have a scene here where like the white father is teaching the white son to like shoot the black guy, and it's like I can smell the racial kind of theme of this movie. They're clearly like going for like crazy white people, except it's not like a poor white town, it's like a rich white town. But what exactly what do they have against these guys? Why do they want to kill them? They seem like they're hapless passerbys. They're not even involved, right? Why do they care so much? Oh, it just seems like a weird fatigue. Yes, that's how I would describe it. Fatigue. I have a fatigue about this kind of thing. Never snitch on crazy white cult leaders. Yeah, I guess he plays some kind of cult leader. It's like, and he's a pastor. And like, wait, so this guy in the beginning, he sends them to this rich white guy's house, right? To James Vanderbeek's house. The blonde girl lets them in. They go to the mansion. They knock on the door. He's like, what are you guys doing here? Get the fuck out. Then they leave. They go back home, go back to the guy. And he's like, that was my pastor. You boys better be telling the truth. It's like, what? Why would they be lying about that? And why did you send them to your pastor? Like, I don't even understand what the basic plot is of this movie. It just seems very strange to me. I don't understand what's going on. I don't even understand what the hell this movie is. It just came out of nowhere, and I just had to say something about it, okay? I had to say something, or else nothing would be said. And rest in peace, James Vanderbeek is all I'm going to say to that. He seemed like he was a great guy. Good actor. I loved him in Rules of Attraction. If you guys haven't seen Rules of Attraction, watch that fucking movie because it's fucking good. It's probably based on Joel Osteen. Yeah, probably based on Joel Osteen. Of course, White Man Bad, just like this hasn't been played out since Obama. Right. It's like, it's so tired. Like, why are we still making movies like this? Can we move on from the whole racial thing? God, the race stuff is so tired now. Move on to something else. Just what they had the same with that McKenna Grace movie. Like, another movie about race. I'm tired of it. I have fatigue about it. Let's see here. I think I got room for one more trailer. This movie called Body Cam just popped up in my feed, and it looks like it could be a horror movie. Let me just play it for y'all. It seems interesting.
1023, we were attempting contact. Police, everybody okay in there? Police.
Yes.
This is the police. I'm coming down the stairs. Hey, show me your hands. Sir, show me your hands.
We're gonna call it in. Give me a second to think, man. You gotta give me a second. Man, wait.
What are we gonna do? We gotta control this.
Think about what'll happen to me. I'm the bad guy.
Something doesn't feel right.
What is this place?
Still with me? Please clear the road.
You took something from us.
What does that mean?
Hey. She drew that at the house. What is happening here? Michelle!
You think that badge you're wearing makes any sort of difference in a place like this?
Who are you?
Her mouth just dropped down.
We're cut off, man. They are in control.
Oh my god. Body cam. I like to get that body cam footage. Am I right? Have to do drop a FOIA request to get that footage. They should have put that in the trailer, like drop a FOIA request March 13th. I'm not gonna lie, this looks fun. This is like a fun kind of cheesy found footage horror, and this is I think a fun way to mix it up, because you always have like people carrying around cameras in a found footage movie, no matter what the hell's happening, because the movie requires it. But in this movie, you have body cam footage, which basically requires the camera is on the officer's person. So you're always going to have that. And it's not like someone has to awkwardly hold a fucking camera the whole time. So interesting concept. I like a lot of the spooky directions they're going with this, where like it seems like there's this weird cult like seems like there's some kind of witch thing happening. You have a scene with a crib. You got a dark hole. I mean, looks like some spooky House of Horrors shit. It's one of my favorite things. And you got the girl who opens up her mouth and she's just like, scary. So scary, spooky. So yeah, and then like there's this one scene where like the city lights are turning out. Like, what the fuck? That's crazy. I don't know. Looks fun. Looks fun, cheesy. And Shudder's putting it out, so that'll be fun. They put out that one movie I saw last year, Match. That was a great movie. If you guys haven't seen Match, great House of Horrors, kind of spooky, scary movie like that. But yeah, looks fun. Gore in the trailer. Are you kidding me? Yes. In the trailer, Morky Mom. MCs is into it. Honey Bunch says no. I do not think so. It looks fun. Looks like a fun movie. Anyway, yeah, I think that's pretty much all I had planned for tonight. I just wanted to kind of give away some memberships and stuff. Can I do it again? Let me give away more memberships. I'm just gonna get rid of these because it's just free money that YouTube gives me to get memberships for people. Might as well just send more. Well, we have David, the Rhapsodist. What an unfortunate name. Terrible Poetry, Midnight Angel, and Shannon Boo got memberships. Well, congratulations. Congratulations. You now have a membership to Scareticulus. Congrats to you, dear viewer. Okay, Bill. Cool beans. All right, everyone. I'm going to get out of here. Thanks, everyone, for joining me for this stream. If you'd like to hit the thumbs up to support the content, that would be great. I will see y'all next time on Scareticulus. Have a great night.